Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. You don't know it's MJ another day with another one. Yeah, right about now, we come to talk about Alkaline producer Javi. Yeah, him a talk about him the experience close, he almost dead and thing. So him come to explain it and thing. So you know, just take a look, take a listen, and leave your comment. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. Bless up.
Sustained serious injuries in a car accident in Kingston. The life-threatening incident inspired his soul survival rhythm. Let's now welcome music producer Javi Ambassador Morrison Dorset. Good morning and welcome, Javi.
Blessings, man. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
Alive and well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And kicking.
Definitely. It's a pleasure.
So music was a love for you?
Always been, from a toddler. It's always been a passion for me. I got introduced to music through my dad. You know, my dad, he really loved playing the guitar, and you know, it was like an opportunity for us to bond as
family.
As family. So that's how it really started, and you know, it just became a passion over the years.
So you started playing the guitar with him. You started composing.
Yeah. You know, it was just fun as kids. You know, me and my older brother at the time. You know, it was just entertainment for us on the weekends for us. You know, just mess around with his guitar and just find stuff to play with.
But then taking it seriously now, because it's one thing to follow daddy and do it as a hobby. Yeah. But then that act of saying, I want to earn from this, I want this to be how I make money. How did you make that transition?
Well, after high school, I went to Charlie Mount High, and then after high school, you know, it was where you feel like it was time to make like a decision about your life as a young man. So I just felt like I was so involved with music, I had so much love for it, I just decided that I'd want to, you know, kind of just further the opportunities that I had in knowing how to play the instrument. So I enrolled in college, Edna Manley. I started my bachelor's degree there in music education and performing arts. After a few years, I dropped out because of, you know, financial restraints. But that's where the transition was made into taking it commercial, like something, yeah.
But that never deter you at all?
No. Yeah. I felt like that was, to be honest, was like one of the best part of it, you know. I felt like dropping out of college, like it just really, you know, the tenacity and the drive, it was just different, you know. I was out my comfort zone. I never wanted to disappoint my parents because, you know, I made the decision to do music, and there was no clear cut, like, maybe say, like, in terms of, you know, when you want to be a doctor, like, you can't say a clear cut path.
5 years of studying, 2 years of residency.
For music, it wasn't like that from a parent's perspective, you know, what you're really going to do as a musician. So it was like, it was not a burden, but it was something like I never want to disappoint my parents. So I felt like I just had to stay in the atmosphere of music after dropping out of college.
And it doesn't mean that he's saying that it's okay to drop out
of
college. Because everybody's journey is just different.
It is different.
It is different.
No.
So
you had a very a rocky moment in your life last year, January, with your accident. How did you, you know, come out of that, recover, and then go back on the wheel to say, I want to go back to doing music?
After the accident, I was having a conversation on the phone with Alkaline, and he was saying to me that, you know, as musicians, one of the best ways to express your art is just, whatever you're going through, one of the best ways to express it is just through your art. And, you know, when Alkaline, like such a massive artist like that, says something like that to you, there's an urge for go and create it. So despite the injuries and the pain, you know, I went into the studio and I created the beat, and, you know, it wasn't the best choice because, you know, it slowed down some of the recovery in terms of I had like a fractured hand. So, you know, it kind of, but, you know, it was...
At any point, did you feel as though you would not continue doing music?
No, never. There was never a point in my life where I feel like I'd stop or I give up. And I feel like that is an important ingredient for persons aspiring to be musicians, and just in the entertainment business, you have to love it truly, you know, because there's so much, there are a lot of obstacles, there are a lot of things that will deter you from not wanting to do it. Not everything will come overnight, it won't be fruitful immediately. but you have to have that passion there about it for you know, keep going and going and going and going.
Well, speaking of going and going, Javi produces. Tell me a list of, for the people who don't know, tell me a list of some of the songs that were hits and, you know, that you produced.
That was made popular with the track from Alkaline, Mirage, when him said my dogs ever produced that. I did Movada Life, Cranium Girl Policy, Jamil Winning. Is that a whole heap of
And a
songs?
nice range too, because some of those artists, Jamaican, yes, but they're not based here. So even Cranium, he's not based here.
Yeah, he's a US-based artist. Yeah. Whole heap of music.
So what's next, or what are you working on right now?
Right now, well, me and my younger brother, Weekday, we just doing like some company transitioning in terms of the image of the company and the branding, and you know, we started working on our new studio. So in a few weeks, we just want to open up and get back to business and just start dropping
You'll invite CBM Sunrise E team to do an exclusive tour of the studio.
It will be a pleasure, man.
Absolutely. So you just put it in the work.
Most definitely.
If Adrian and I wanted to do a track, you think you can take anybody? You can take like beginners and make them sound great and make a hit?
Man, we can do it, man.
Stadium track.
Are you open to working with people outside of dancehall then? So, because suppose he wants to do gospel, suppose somebody wants to do Afrobeat, are you able to take that?
Yeah. I mean, it's always great for expand, you know, in any industry. So we're always open to new ideas and new genres.
Is there any local artist you'd like to do a song with now? This is your moment. Shout them out. Or you have to just see the vibe and how the synergy works.
There's a chemistry to it. There's a chemistry for me. Being a musician, you know, is a creative process. You know, it's not just you want to put an artist on a rhythm for the sake of the hype or the moment. You want to know that you can have chemistry with the artist. Even if it's a young artist, for me it doesn't matter as long as it sounds good and it's music. You know, you have my full support.
Well, Javi, the day I decided I want to become ALO, I will link you. You heard it here first. It's an exclusive. Because he said he can transform anybody, you know, and make them into a superstar. So we're going to hold him to it.
How do we work?
That's true. It's a lot of work from both sides. It's not an easy feat. You can't just look good. You have to have talent. If we want to continue to follow your journey, see the music, see your life, where do we follow you on social media?
For Instagram, it's Javi Ambassador, JAHVYAMBASSADOR. It's the same handle for Twitter. And my business email is info@trueambassador.com.
Javi, big up yourself. Tell Alkaline hello for us.
I will do.
I'm sure he's watching though. Alkaline, good morning. All right. Viewers, let's now see what will make us go, today.